Hi Libra, welcome back to my channel, Karma Fox. I am doing your weekly reading for the end of December going into January. I hope you guys are well. I am going to take a quick second to remind everyone that this is a general reading. It may not resonate with every Libra, so make sure that you're not forcing yourself into a reading that's not for you, but keep in mind as well that the energies can reverse. So if it is resonating, get in where you fit in, Libra. Spirit, can I have the energy of the sign of Libra? Libra. All right, Libra, you are starting out with the Knight of Pentacles reversed. You have the Hermit in reverse and the Four of Wands. So you're working on your stability. There could be some sort of a celebration that you're going to be attending. It could be a marriage ceremony, but you're definitely getting yourself back out there. You've been stuck for a while. The Knight of Pentacles reversed indicates stuck energy, unable to move forward. Even the slow progress was kind of like, nah, it's not happening. So I feel like during this time, Libra, you were soul searching. You were trying to figure things out. You were trying to figure out something to do with another connection or just in general. But I feel like you found the answers now that you're looking for. And I do feel like you're happy about that. There's celebratory energy with regard to that. And I also feel like you might be communicating with someone this week as well. Let me see who's in your energy. Show me, or if you're not, you're wanting to. You found the answers you were looking for. And I feel like you're kind of rejoining society after feeling kind of, you know, like you've hermited, you've stayed to yourself. Show me who is in Libra's energy. All right, the Ten of Cups, the Two of Pentacles, and the Five of Cups reversed. So the person that's in your energy is viewing you as happiness. They're viewing you as somebody they would like to be in a connection with. They do have an idealized version of what that would be. But I do feel like this is somebody that sees you as happiness. They enjoy spending time with you. Yeah, this person's been stuck in your energy, though. Now, there's some sort of decision that this person has to make. And I do feel like they're kind of weighing up the pros and cons about whatever this decision is. And it's like they've left a door open with regard to you and this connection. They never completely shut some kind of a door between the two of you. So this looks like someone from your past. You could be running into this person at some sort of an event. But with the Five of Cups in the reverse, this is somebody who has examined what took place between the two of you. They've gone through a lot of sadness, a lot of dark days here. And they're hoping that there's still, you know, love that's present in this connection. So I feel like this person, you know, definitely is hoping that you still have feelings for them. Let me see the energy between Libra and this person. Two of Wands reversed. One of you chose to go in another direction. Yeah, one of you chose to go in a different direction. I do feel like for some of you, this person could live at a distance, and that could also be a problem in this connection. What is affecting this connection? What is affecting this connection? The Chariot. After being stuck, you found the answers you were looking for and you're moving forward. And it's the Emperor who drives that Chariot. You're moving forward here in a very, you're moving forward in a very balanced manner as well. If you are thinking about communicating with this person or they reach out to you, it looks like that will be successful and it will add some sort of movement to this energy between you and this person that's been so stuck. Let me see the outcome. Show me the outcome. Again, I'm getting that some of you may live at a distance. If that's the case, I feel like one of you may be traveling. Show Show me the outcome for Libra. The Knight of Cups. Yeah, somebody's going to reach out. Somebody's fixing to reach out. Somebody who is wanting to express feelings and emotions. I do feel like it's going to make you happy, or you could run into this person at some sort of a shared event. You could even run into them if you frequent the same places. But I do feel like this person has gone through a very difficult time, and they're making some sort of a decision, possibly to move forward with this or to travel to see you. But this is a love offer. This is offering up those feelings and emotions that have been submerged for quite some time. Bottom of the deck is the Ten of Swords in the reverse. That's underlying energy, and that indicates that you may have felt betrayed by this person. It also indicates a lot of healing after a very painful ending, a sense of betrayal. So there's healing and repair that is coming in. So you could be dealing with a Cancer sign. I'll let you know if I see any other astrological signs. Spirit, why is the Knight of Pentacles in reverse for Libra? King of Cups, Page of Wands. Yeah, so you have feelings still for this person. You definitely have love for this person. You have feelings. You want to talk to this person. But I feel like some of you chose to go in another direction with a new person here. Page of Wands is a new person. But there's stuck energy. And that stuck energy, Libra, is related to the fact that you still have feelings and emotions for this person. You may feel that this person is rather immature, though. So some of you are already in another connection, but you're still kind of stuck on this person in your energy. Let me see why the Hermit is in reverse. All right, we have the Eight of Swords reversed and the Five of Swords. So what have you been thinking about? Well, you had conflict with this person. You had some pretty bad conflict with this person, and I feel like a lot of you are choosing to free yourself from that. That's the answer that you've come up with, that you just don't want to be worried and feel the anxiety that this person brings into your life with all this conflict. You may feel this person has been up in their ego, or that they, don't fight fair. There's a sense here of not really caring, who gets hurt is how you're viewing this person. So you've gone back in your mind and you've been like reviewing this, thinking about this, trying to figure it out. And at this point, you're like, I'm tired of worrying about it, which is precisely why some of you have decided to free yourself from all of this, and there's someone new in your energy. Doesn't mean you don't still care about this person, because I see that you do, but you also care about this new person as well. I feel like you may feel that if this person comes towards you, it's just going to lead to more fussing, more fighting. And I do feel like if you do communicate with this person, that you're gonna want to know why did you treat me the way you did? Why did you act in the manner that you did? Let me see why the Four of Wands is here. All right, again, we have that Ten of Swords reversed. So this was a painful ending, and the Two of Swords. So this was a painful ending. Again, some of you have decided to move towards someone else. You just don't want to deal with somebody that is always fighting, always causing chaos in your life. So I do feel like some of you are accepting a love offer from someone new. I also feel like you're not completely over this person. This person is still in your energy. You would like to talk to them, but you consciously made the decision to bring stability into your life, to heal your energy. And I feel like it was a conscious decision. It wasn't like, oh, I need to do this, or I need to. No, you've had to work hard for this. And now it's going to be your decision. It's going to be your decision whether or not you heal things with this person, or whether you move towards somebody new. And I do feel like a lot of you, you know, I feel like stability is very important for you. I feel like that's a huge thing. And I feel like you're going to move towards what you feel is stable. Let me see this person's energy. Why is the Ten of Cups here for the person in Libra's energy? All right. We have the Ten of Coins and we have the Page of Pentacles. So this person chose an established, they either chose money or they chose, it's almost like this person is saying that are they in another connection? Because the Ten of Pentacles is somebody who's already involved in a connection. And then they started something new with you because you made them happy. So I see this beginning that happened between the two of you, but this person was already involved elsewhere. You fell for this person. And you know, I think they did too, because there's a lot of happiness that's here. They see you as somebody who's stable, somebody who's loyal, somebody who is good with money, somebody that is happy. This is how they're viewing you. And that if they were with you, they could basically have it all. There is some, it looks like there's been some communication, but it's been very small. Like it could have been through social media. It's very small communication. Let me see why this Two of Pentacles is here. So that might be why this person is having to make a decision. Ooh, they know they put you through it. Okay, so we have the Five of Cups reversed. We have the Wheel of Fortune. And we have Judgment. This person has been through it themselves. Again, they have the Five of Cups reversed twice. So I feel like this person may have gone through a dark night of the soul. So there's a sense here that they do want to reconcile. If this person lives at a distance from you, they could be traveling to come and tell you this. But you're going to perceive them a little bit, your guard's going to be up with this person because of all the fighting that has occurred in the past. This person, in your opinion, this person is, you know, in their ego. Now, they want to change things. They want to make things move in a more positive direction. They want to turn over a new page, a new leaf, as it were, with this reconciliation. There's regrets that they have. So what they're weighing up the pros and cons about is a reconciliation. But if they get the reconciliation, they want a clean slate. You're not saying that. You're saying, look, you were really hostile to me. You weren't fighting fair. And it's like you want an apology for that, because it's played on your mind. You've been trying to figure out, why would this person treat me in that manner? So let's see. Let me see. They definitely have regrets. Why is the Five of Cups here in reverse for the person in Libra's energy? Ace of Swords reversed. King of Swords reversed. And the Five of Pentacles. So they're saying it's your fault, Libra. They're saying that you left them out in the cold, that you abandoned them, you rejected them, you wouldn't talk to them, you caused them to go through this dark night of the soul. This person is not in an honest energy. You could be dealing with a Gemini, another Libra, or an Aquarius, possibly a Scorpio. But this person is basically saying, you wouldn't talk to me, you stopped calling me, you stopped talking to me, but they're not being honest. So they're playing the victim. They are playing the victim here. But they're not in an honest energy with the King of Swords in reverse. That's a dishonest energy. They're not communicating honestly here. So I do feel like this person wants to come back into your energy, Libra, but they want to come in and say, oh, well, bygones are bygones. You could have called me. You could have, you know, texted me. You could have come to see me. They want to just basically have a clean slate. So let me see the energy between. And I feel like at this point, you may be choosing someone over them. Why is the Two of Wands in reverse between Libra and this person? The Moon and the Devil in reverse. This person, if they were toxic, they've been working on themselves. This person could have drug, alcohol problems, codependency problems, whatever is toxic. They've been working on that. They've been working on it. And they want to tell you about it. They want to let you know. If they're in a relationship elsewhere, they know that you won't have anything to do with that because of the toxicity. I also feel like that you're kind of moving in silence. You feel like this person keeps a lot of secrets, that they're immature. You still have feelings for them, but you felt stuck. You felt like you were stuck with somebody who was keeping secrets, who was toxic in their energy, and yet you had all these feelings for them. And so I feel like now you're kind of moving in silence. This person doesn't really know what's going on with you. If you're with someone new, you would have chosen that person. Even though you still love this person, you love the new person as well. And I do feel like this person doesn't know. They don't know about this person, and you're moving in silence. Some of you have not yet met that new person, but you will be. And that's what's going to move you out of this stuck energy. And you're going to really love that person. So if you haven't met somebody new, that's in your energy. It's coming. And you will choose that person over this person. Let me see. And it'll be a very stable, loving connection. Let me see why this Chariot is here. This person has worked on themselves, but there's still this energy of them being quite dishonest in how they're going to communicate with you. All right, we have the Nine of Cups, and we have the Ace of Wands. Yeah, so you're moving towards what is your wish fulfillment. What you're looking at, what is it that I really want? You went within, you did a lot of soul searching here, and you freed yourself from all this energy where this person was just fighting unfair, creating conflict, keeping secrets, being immature. So now you're focused on, what do I want? So ultimately, you're going to move towards what it is that you want. You're standing independent now, and you're going to move towards whatever it is that is your wish fulfillment. So if this person is not your wish fulfillment because of their toxic behaviors or their dishonesty, you're going to move towards the new person, whether you've met them or you're going to meet them in the future. Because you're focused on what is going to make you happy, what is going to be in your best interest, and that's the direction you're going to move. And that will deeply affect this connection. This person is coming at you with wand in hand. They do want to reconcile. So if there was a physical connection, this person likely thinks about the physical aspect of that relationship quite a bit. They want to have a new beginning with you. But they are going to come in playing the victim. So let me see the outcome. Because I see a love offer here. It's too many. Show me the outcome for Libra. Capricorn energy is here. More Scorpio energy. The Hermit, the Four of Swords, and the High Priestess. So this person is still coming in with this deception. There's deceptive energy here. There's a lack of accountability. They're playing the victim, but they're still keeping secrets. Now they're going to come in and tell you, hey, I've really been working on myself. So if there's any kind of communication leading up to this, they're going to let you know that they've been working on themselves, and they have, but they're still coming towards you with deception, with victimization, after not talking to you for quite some time. A lack of clarity here. This person is still keeping secrets, and there's a lot that they're still not telling you. So I do feel like if they come in with this love offer, that it's going to be they're going to want to just kind of put the past in the past, have a new clean slate. They don't want to be held accountable for anything. I don't see you going for that, Libra. I feel like there was a lot of fighting in this connection and you're not happy. You really kind of had to go within in order to try to figure out what was taking place here. What is it that you really wanted? And in the meantime, there's either been somebody new that's come into your energy or they're going to in the near future. And I feel like you're going to let this person know. You're going to, when they come in at some point, and I'm trying to see, it's almost like they're trying to work their nerve up. They may come in, I guess it depends on each timeline. At some point, this person's going to try to approach you with this cup of love, but it's tainted. And I feel like you're going to make the decision to talk to them. You're going to hear them out. And then at that point, you're going to take this back. You're going to think about it. You're going to consider it. And ultimately, you're going to be making a choice that's right for you because you have consciously pulled yourself up out of this. You felt betrayed. This was a painful ending and it was stuck in your energy for a long time. So you're going to hear them out. You're going to talk to them. You're going to then take that information back. You're not going to make any kind of quick decisions here. You're not. And then you're going to basically take it back and think about it. And then you're going to make a decision that's going to bring happiness and stability into your life. Yeah. So I feel like the decision is absolutely yours at this point. Yeah. Bottom of the deck is the Page of Swords. That's underlying energy. Again, reaffirming that if you have not met somebody new, you're going to in the near future. But it also indicates to me that there's some low-key spying. I feel like this person could be checking up on you, trying to see, have you healed? Or have you moved past whatever happened between the two of you? You know, is now the time for them to come in? Just remember that when this person comes in, they're not coming in with clarity. They're not coming in with honesty. And they're actually quite angry that you haven't been reaching out to them. That's where this victimization is coming from. They also are still keeping secrets. So I feel like you're going to hear them out and then you're going to take the information back and ponder it and make your own decision. All right, so let me see. I'm going to pull a oracle card. We'll see if there's any further guidance for Libra. Guidance for Libra. It says you are worthy of beautiful things. It's called the Servant Queen. Divine, magnetic, and valuable. Yeah. So you guys, in all this time that you were staying to yourself, you were trying to figure things out, you were like, yeah, I know my value. I know my self-worth. So your affirmation says, I am worthy of the most beautiful things. You are blocking your blessings by believing you don't deserve them. You do. Recognize your patterns of self-sabotage and examine the choices you've been repeating. We enact and accept what we believe we are worthy of. Raise your standards. You are meant for better. It doesn't matter what you've been through, where you come from, rich or poor, healthy or unhealthy circumstances, or what others may think of you or tell you. It doesn't matter how others have put you down. You are still worthy. You are a valuable soul and someone who seeks to find the magic of this world. And those who seek are the ones who find. Just like the story of Cinderella, who was made to believe she was worthless and a servant to her family, only to be visited by a fairy godmother who offered her blessings and magic if she was willing to believe she was worthy of them. All she had to do was accept them, and she would go on to live a life of royalty, beauty, and abundance. She was always meant to be a queen. It's okay if you also forgot that you are the magic, but it's time to remember again. Come home. Spirit can only give us what we believe we are worthy of. So expect excellence, speak it into existence, and summon miracles. I love that. It says, will you accept the blessings that are being offered? This is a potent time for magic in your life. Your fairy godmother is here and now. Your guides, ancestors, and angels are listening, so let them assist you. All right, Libra. The decision is going to be yours. So, you know, Let them assist you. All right, I hope that this has been helpful for you. If you have resonated with this reading, hit the like button. Be sure to subscribe to my channel. Hype the video if you can. And until I see you in your next reading, Libra, know that you are loved and namaste.